Hello. Hey, Luke. StreamYard and a Nori. Tell me a story. I like that, Shell. Hey, Mary. Hello, everybody. Jesus, you bunch don't wait around. Prayers are all good today or this evening. Excuse the dog snore. Hey, Mel. How are we all doing? Did you all watch that sting earlier on with that bloke who did it? They forgot to hit live at the beginning of the sting, but I think another team was live, so they said they'd shared their live, or maybe they were recording it. I'm not too sure, but all as I couldn't tell you is apparently it looked like it was a door knock, and his wife questioned her daughter. I think the daughter was 10 when the team knocked, and the daughter told her mommy that your man had raped her twice. She was only 10, and the decoy was 10. Absolutely disgusting. They should have ended the live. Cat, they should have ended the live, because at the end of the day, like, that child should be protected, and people seeing him out there, like, I suppose there's two arguments. There's people seeing him out there, if others now around, who's to say that he hasn't done it to others and they won't come forward? Yeah, it was, oh my God, it was literally the grandmother came out, and there was murder at it. I've had a rant about it, Lou. They should have cut the live to protect that little girl. Yeah, Sal. Didn't know how to rage or cry, Louise. Should have been cut. I know, I had a lump in my throat. And he didn't give a fuck. He was just real nonchalant. Yeah, I'll talk to the police when they get here. Yeah, talk to the police when they get here. Oh, they took the live down, did they, Joy? All right, if they took the live down, maybe the police told them to take it down. I don't know how the neighbours stood back. Yeah, Luke, it was terrible. It was probably just as well that they forgot to hit the live button. They went live and they had him out in the street standing by a van, like. So apparently being a few more to come forward. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. Picking up a 9-year-old this morning. Yeah, apparently he was out picking up a 9-year-old or something this morning, like a real child. Gives me anxiety. I didn't see it, but they put a post up saying they're taking the live down. All right. Oh, fuck's sake, I know, Kathy, were showing all the kids in the street. It's a poor little thing. Hi, Lorraine. Lorraine's on YouTube. She must be on a Facebook ban. Did you all enjoy our dinner today? I had a nice roast. Bear with me. Just need to type a message. Probably heard me thumping away there. Apologies. Yep, 4 days left. I think I have 2 weeks left, Lorraine. Yeah, there's something Torsty's followers desperate to watch it. I don't want to watch that. Oh, it was it's disgusting. Hey, Scott. Hey, Karen. Oh, Joy, it was just heartbreaking. Oh, Claire, thanks. That's the little puppy up there on the screen. Hang on, I just take that thing down. She kind of looks a little big in that, but she's probably like the size of a can of Coke. Like, look at that. Just look at that little face and ears. She's still not through the woods yet. But she's absolutely the most... No, Sadie, it's not my pup. That is... That's a little... If you were watching earlier on, that's the little puppy I was saying about Nelly saved. She has a little cleft palate. Well, she has a big cleft palate, actually. And they wanted to get her put down, but Nelly saved her, and it's very hard to try and get food into her. But she's drinking water out of like a little rabbit thing that just the drops of water come out. So the only thing is we're afraid of, with the winter coming, like she's really tiny. So I was asking people earlier, a few people are going to try and knit some little kind of jumpers for her stuff. She's literally only the size of a can of Coke. And honest to God, like when I was in there, she just got into the crevice of my neck and she must have slept on top of me like for a good 2-3 hours. She's adorable. Isn't she so sweet? Was wrong to go live earlier. What's that, Scott? Who went live? Oh, the other thing. I had a body for breakfast, gin for dinner, steak for tea, living my best life. Well, for you, Shell. Love pug. Scott, you're going to get a slap in the chops. Scott was asking me earlier on how me pugs were. Do you know what, Sal? She really is. Like, if it wasn't for Nelly, one, she would have been put down. And two, like, Nelly has saved her because it's so hard for a clefty pup to eat. So, Nelly had to tube feed her to keep her going. But now, obviously, she's too big to tube feed. So, all the different foods Nelly's after trying to get her to eat now. She's eating little bits herself. She's very, very small for her age. Nelly, how old is she now? I think she's like 10 weeks or something. Kim Noel, yeah, I know Noel. Noel is Irish. Hello, Don. Going to show my hubby, he will melt. Joy, I'm not even joking. She has just the gentlest little, like, you want to see her giving me kisses. And she just sits there and just looks around. When I went into Nelly's, must have been sitting there for about 20 minutes. When I just looked over at the little bed, like that little bed you see there, she was just sitting there looking at me. I thought she was a bloody statue in the like when I looked, I was like, oh, it's the puppy. She's 11 weeks tomorrow. Oh, I think I just said 10. I'm sure that baby needs me to be her mommy. Dawn, I think she does. Definitely, Dawn. She would get on great. Wait, she's not mine, Rose. Nelly saved her. Just showed my hubby, said, bless you. There you go, Nelly. Do you know what? She doesn't get enough recognition for what she does, Nelly. She's absolutely amazing. I always get them so viewers here, we could organise one for you. Is that to Dawn? Definitely. Do you know what? She just sits there, doesn't she, Nelly? And here she was, just tipping her little paw off me chin. Then she was kissing me, licking me nose. She's gorgeous, she is. Has she a name? I'm thinking Baby Bailey. Oh, Nelly, what did you say you called her? Not Elsie. That was the last one, Elsie. Elsie was mad, actually. Lily, that's it, yeah. Sure, I couldn't think there. Nelly has so many of them, to be honest with you. She gets them and saves them and then rehomes them. Well, she's 11 weeks, Rose, and she has a cleft palate. So she means she's a big hole in her palate, so she could never suck off the mother because it would have just flooded her lungs. And so Nelly took her and tube fed her. But she's 11 weeks now, but she's like a little 4-week pup. She's about the size of a can of Coke. That's probably be the best. So when I was talking earlier on, I couldn't. Do you remember I couldn't change me picture to show you pictures of her, and because it was saying like she's quite thin, and they do feel the cold. So I was saying to Nelly about, oh God, she's gonna feel the cold come the winter, even though Nelly's house will be bleeding roasting, but they still get that nip, you know. Do you know what? Now, to be honest with you, I don't know if she can have an operation or not. Like, oh, Lorraine's coming to Ireland to steal her. I do know Nelly had another one. Rio is his name. Actually, Nelly's next door neighbour has him now. But I think Rio, Nelly, how old was Rio now? We'd be about 2, wouldn't he? And before Nelly done like critical care courses and looking after like puppies and stuff like that, she got a girl to basically do what she was doing. And fucking hell, Nelly paid a couple of grand just to keep the dog alive. Have her own money, like. Well, obviously, stay of her own money. What the fuck you talking about, Louise? But like I think when they get to a certain age, like they're okay at eating and drinking. But she's just at a very critical stage. Whereas if she stops eating, there's nothing you can do if she stops eating. And there's stuff that, like Nelly was saying, she gave her chicken and it was sticking in the hole, and stuff like that, which she can choke on. Then there's just to, like, pull it out. She can't swallow it. But I'm not sure if she can have an operation. But I do know, like, they're like, obviously one insurance company wouldn't insure, and 2 would be very expensive. Yeah, he's 2. I want to see the other one, like that Nelly said, Rio. Oh my God, he's stunning, isn't he? Like, you'd never even think. Don, the best thing you could do is to see if you could get a pup, because that way the other dog would be kind of like the matriarch, if you get me. And honestly, she's just the sweetest thing. I don't know how Nelly's going to let her go. Like, Nelly's literally, there's days Nelly has had no sleep looking after her. Yeah, Don, you want to see Rio now? He's, oh my God, he's gorgeous. He is. You'd never think of it. Transport ready and waiting, Don. Oh, Scott, you have no idea. Like, see the way she just sits and looks. So when I went in the other night, I just turned and looked, didn't I, Nelly? And I went, oh, I thought it was a statue at first. But she just sitting looking at me. But then as I was like, had her up, if Nelly walked, Nelly has a big, huge, like, sitting room, kitchen things, huge. And if Nelly went from one side, wherever Nelly went, here was our eyes following her. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how she's going to let her go because she is so sweet. But you know what? There's everybody should email Noel Fitzpatrick and ask him. How about that? She is beautiful. Hi, Kaz. Hi, Maureen. Ooh, man that was strong in Northern Ireland has killed himself today. Is that the Dublin bloke, Luke? It was done in a private group, wasn't it? Yeah, Angel, we do. If anybody knows, she's only like the size of a can of Coke. She is starting to grow a little, though. It's a good day in the office, Luke. I think Luke was talking about there was a bloke from Dublin who drove to Belfast to meet a child, but with the sting was done in a private group. Ronnie Hoy. Is that his name, Ronnie Hoy? I thought it was oh, what the fuck? Foxy, was it? Yeah, Sally, don't have a penny, yeah. Or was Ronnie Hyde the one today? She's a little rescue, Kaz. She has a cleft palate. Yeah, Nelly can knit, by the way, but she can't work out a tiny pattern. But Louise, being Louise, was like, can you not just, like, knit it? Like, just knit it. Because Louise has no idea about knitting. I think I didn't knit when I was in, like, fourth class or something. Not him, Louise. The one's parent against Pred's done. Oh, the one at the bus stop. She is, Lorraine. She's the best, isn't she, Lorraine? I do have her head done in as well. Some of our old team members banned me and Nelly from talking about dogs in our chat. Ways if it's Ronnie Ho, he was stung. Yeah, I think it is Kim. My bets are she'll keep her. I know. I nearly got a little coat finished. I had to go out or what I've been doing. Ah, Bonnie, you're a little angel. He's from Lisbon. Like Look at that little face. Do you know what we were saying the other day? Like, how can anybody harm a dog? Like, or any animal, like even a cat. Like, look at that. Do you know, I saw the cutest thing today. You know, sometimes I can put the YouTube and that on my TV. I was doing bits and pieces. I was just really fucking doing it slowly, to be honest with you, with my hip. But anyway, YouTube's a bit weird. It goes from one thing to another. But anyway, there was man was videoing a bear with two of our little cubs. And here I was looking, going, jeez, look at the size of those cubs. But they'd probably fucking kill you, like. Send me link so you're not look like you're talking to yourself. Lorraine, I'll send you the link in a little bit. I'm going to do a little story time for people, hence why I've not sent the link out to actually anybody yet. He is with his mother. What about a pair of mittens? Cut the thumb off of her tail and just snipped it. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a very good idea, Lorraine, actually. Like gloves. Here, Nelly, look at that. That's a really good idea. What's that pub crossword? Piss off, Wes. I love dogs more than people. So do I, Joy. So do I. My neighbour brought me in. My neighbour's great. She brought me in freshly made cookies, chocolate cookies. Well, they're cookies with bits of chocolate in them, like, but literally out of the oven. So she knocked in, I don't know, about an hour and a half ago or so with them. And she says to me, "Oh, heard you dancing around the kitchen with the dogs again." She thinks I'm fucking nuts. Because I talk to my dogs and then I answer for them as well. So I think it is a little bit of sign of madness. But yeah, mine would be jumping all over me now. Good evening, Lou. How are you this evening? I'm very good, Philip. Thank you. Still a little bit sore, but I'm not as sore as what I was actually. Although I'm saying I think that's the pain meds. I use Tubby Grip with holes cutting legs for my kitten as a layer because the wolves seem to make her itch. What's a Tubby Grip, Kerry? Never heard of that. A Tubby Grip. I talk to my dogs and answer them. Yeah, Philip, so do I. I have great conversations with my dogs. Literally. Full-blown conversation we have. All of them. Now, one of my dogs look at me like I'm fucking mad, but I always remember when I had a King Charles and he died. And he died in the April. And I swore I was never getting a dog again. And my vet said to me, "Oh, no," because I was like, I can't. I'd never get another dog. I was so heartbroken. And people remember we had gone over to predator exposure in Leeds a couple of days after the dog had died. Like, at first I wasn't even going to go. But that whole summer, like, my vet said to me, "No, you're a dog person. You need to get another dog." And his wife says to me, "Actually, you need to get two." She said, like, not just one, get two. And then my neighbour says to me, come, I don't know what it was, the October. And she says, "God, it's been very quiet this summer, hasn't it?" And I was like, "Well, not more than quiet than what it normally is." And she was like, "I know, I mean, because normally she likes to sit out in her back garden and read her books and stuff like that." She says, "Normally," she said, "Hey, you coming in from work, you'd be out the back with the dog You'll be talking to the dog. You're answering yourself back for the dog. You're throwing the ball for the dog. You're cutting the grass and the dog is running around after you. You'd be cutting things and you'd be saying, oh, look at this flower now. And is that a lovely colour? I know it is. And she said, just didn't hear anything this summer. Now she'll say, like a fucking bad house next door with the dogs. All chat. But sure, look, you without them. Bandage, Louise. Mayor, I don't know whether I can put oh, here, listen, I won't tell you what I done earlier on. I swore clear to secrecy not to tell you. It's a tuba grip, Louise. It's a sleeve bandage. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, I wonder would it be too tight on her, though? Maybe even a cozy bed sock and cut. Oh, see, this is why we should all talk on this. Those socks are Primark, Nelly. Do you know the ones, the fluffy ones? That's a great idea, Debbie. Lou, what happened to last night's live? Will it be going on YouTube? No, Nick, because I heard that addresses was given out. So I'm not going to put it. And people left my live to watch this. Good evening, Vinny. Vinny, look at that little puppy. Tell me you can't love that. I'm probably way behind. Why do kids not speak to you all day and then the minute you're doing something, have a week's worth of Alexa telling you? I know, right, Sal? The other night I was out and I didn't go home till, I don't know, about 12:30 anyway. And I was fucking knackered. And you know the way just all you want to do is get into bed. And of course I hadn't saw the young fella all day because like he was obviously out working. Then I come in at 12:30, put my jammies on, got washed, brushed my teeth, comes into the room. Next thing, he comes in and plonks himself on the bed and starts telling me all about his day. And I'm there going, all right, yeah, that's so great. Yeah, okay, right, yeah. Not that I don't like hearing his day in work. I was just too tired. Do check WhatsApp that. Kaz, I can't check it while I'm on the live. If I go to check it, it'll cut the live. It is on YouTube, but it's on private, Melanie. I've just got an American Bulldog. My dogs have helped me through my darkest days, through my therapy. No, Philip, I totally understand that. I get up every morning at 7 o'clock with my dogs, every morning. And you know, if I didn't have the dogs, I'd just probably sleep on a little longer. Big bed sock, that's there, you see. Oh, Rose. Actually, I think I saw I did see a bit of your live earlier, Vinny, and Lee Green has a GoFundMe up for to help for his dog. Don't know what happened to his dog, but maybe she needs socks and go holes out for legs and tail. Maybe Shani will donate a few of his socks. Dog's good looking in a dog way. Vinny, she has a cleft palate, so she's not out of the woods just yet. Don't get any Betty thoughts, fucking hell. I know, Sal. Or when you're extremely tired and the daughter rings me. Do you know what? 90% of the time I ring her. Yeah, I'm fine. It's great. Yeah, I'm just busy here, so I'll talk. Oh, okay. And then when you're exhausted, she rings you to spend 2 hours on the phone. Isn't she a beauty, Maureen? So how do I see if it's private? If you click it, Nick, it'll say to you, this StreamYard is private. I love my Benji. Maybe your little doggy's getting more views than Shinny has views. The land of the doggy. Philip, she's not mine. She's Nellie's. Hi, Mary. One of the dog's balls is in the wrong place. And that needs to be operated on because someone said the leg earlier when someone was saying the balls didn't come down, but if the balls didn't come down, oh, my dog's sneezing. But they can get cancer. Apology, Sally. I do apologize. Oh, I'm missing another drug dealer podcast. Thank God I don't pay $8.99 for that. What's that, Vinny? Who's a drug dealer? Oh, yeah, I was telling you. So I keep going off on different things. I swore clear to secrecy earlier, not to say anything. So I was the pup we have is what is he now? 5.5 months old. He's the sweetest little thing, but you know when they go to the toilet outside that you give them loads of praise and all. So he was after going toilet outside, and here I was, oh, now kneel down. I was like, oh my God, you're such a good boy. Oh, look at you. And I'm rubbing him and he's licking me. And I was like, oh, you're so good. And I went to get up and fuck my life. I caught the corner of the what you call that thing? Oh, the press. Whacked my fucking head. Literally, I was seeing stairs. Fucking hell. I'm not telling anybody that. I fucking need to get a big roll of cotton wool and wrap myself in it. I actually have a lump. I thought it was bleeding at first, but no, it's just a big lump on it. Knock a bit of sense into my head. Mary, that's Nellie's little one that she rescued. She's not out of the woods yet, but please God. Dan Barris got 100 people. I only got 90. Oh, Vinny. Undescended testicles often lead to cancer. It does, Becky. Oh, Decca's podcast. I was here, drug dealer. Oh, but you found God. All right. PDSA can't help him. Yeah, a lot of places now with COVID, they're not. Because it can take up to, how old is actually Leah's pup or dog? Like, is it how old? Does anybody know? Because it can take up to 6-7 months for the both of them to drop. I think it's after that is when it's they have to be operated on. Who's been doing a bit? Oh, Pam, I'm sorry. Oh, it is very traumatizing when your dog goes. Is that your dog that snores? Yep. Well, she was sneezing there a minute ago. Thank you, Leah, for pointing out something that can be worse for the dog if we didn't have it. James, exactly. If that dog is over the age of, and then he might be able to correct me, I think it's 6 or 7 months. If the testicle doesn't descend down, come down, like, it's actually quite dangerous for the dog, and it can get cancer. Like, Louise, you echoey? Am I echoing? or just now and again. Probably wouldn't be too expensive to fix. I'm not sure. Like, vets here cost a fucking fortune. That's Lily, Mary. That's little Lily. I'm okay, you're around. Sarah, it's probably your phone. I think he said 19. Oh yeah, well then it's dangerous for that dog. At least you get pet insurance. You know what? Not everybody can afford it. That's not snoring. It's a funny fuck off, Wes. He's 18 months old. Yeah, well that's quite dangerous. As any of you follow that Gabby story, Gabby, the girl that went missing in America. Our fella is Brian, and he's gone missing. But they reckon she's been missing since the middle of August, even though she was texting her mother the end of August. But the mother said there was something weird about her texts, like it didn't sound like her. And then I don't know whether they were saying on her Instagram or something. She posted a lot on her Instagram, but she'd do a lot of hashtags and stuff like that. And then there was a couple of Instagram posts that she did absolute no hashtags or anything. Well, apparently I've just got a thing on my phone there to say a body has been found. Sally, she's a young girl. Her and her boyfriend done, like a little caravan. So they done out the back of it and they went touring across America. She was 22 and he's around the same age. And I think it was on the 12th of August. They released I watched that on YouTube. On the 12th of August, the other way over there, they released the police camera footage. So somebody called in to say that there was a white van, I don't know what it was, driving erratic or whatever. So when the copper caught up to them, he actually hit the curb and everything, and he was doing like 45 in a 15-mile zone or something. And when he pulled him over, she was roaring, crying. He took her out and she was roaring, crying, and he was like, "Oh, what's going on?" And she was like, "Oh, I have OCD and I have anxiety." But you could see she just never stopped crying. He put her in the back of his car, got him out, and he had scratches on his face and stuff like that. What they ended up doing was separate the two of them overnight, but she's never been seen again since then. But I just got a notification on my phone that apparently there's a body found. I don't know if it's true or not because it's just another YouTube channel, so it's not an actual news flash. Didn't her mum say it's not her door? Yeah, Mary. The mother was saying that the texts that she was getting just didn't seem like was from her. It is, Kaz. Night, Mary. Hi, Danny. Enjoy your film, Vinny. Louise, I wanted to send you a message last week just explaining. I don't know what profile you're on. I'm on the one with the only messenger I use is the yellow CPA one. But I don't know what the fuck is up in my messenger lately. It's really bad. That's exactly a share. Do you know what? There's a woman across the road from me and she had a little teacup Yorkie she actually got it off the vet. So it was travellers that was coming in and breeding the fuck out of the Yorkies. Like, I don't know how he ended up with the teacup Yorkie. But anyway, she got the teacup Yorkie off the vet. And she used to go around carrying her around her palm of her hand. And once a month, you'd see the dog groomer pull up outside and she'd go off for a little grooming. And Like, poor woman, you see her in the same coat the last bleeding 10 years, like, you know, but she'd still pay for the groomer once a month. But she got sick and she brought her to the vet, and like that. But here you have to have pedigrees to get insurance and all. It's ridiculous. Long story short, anyway, it was a different vet she went to, because Judah vet was a fucking clown anyway. So, but they she needed an operation. I think it was on her bowel or something, and the operation was like €1,500 or something like that. And so obviously the vet said, look, we you can pay it every week, like. And 14 died 2 days after the operation, but she still had to pay for it. But God love her, she goes down to the village, collects her pension, and goes in and pays money off every week. But you know, she was torn down from loads of rescues because of her age. I'll be back nipping. All right, Lorraine. Can you see this? No. Louise A. Grace Joy Harry. The boyfriend's also missing now. Her family has said, Jacqueline, that apparently they don't believe he's missing. They believe that his parents is hiding him. Means to bush potato. Potato. Right, I'm going to mute you for a minute because I need a wee, and then I'll be back. No, Don, I just muted. I needed to go for a wee and wash my hands, of course. I just got another news flash to say a body has been found. Just bear with. But I think that's the boyfriend that's been found, because they were looking in some forest or something for him. Too much evil in the world, yeah. It just goes to show you, don't listen to me when people are saying I've no sound, and here's me saying I'm going for a wee. Yeah, James, I think it's a glitch. My messenger has been playing up. Must be 6 weeks now. I'm sick of it. Sorry, I'm just reading something. Wow, Becky, that's crazy, isn't it? Selling it for a tenner. In my defense, Facebook took me off and I came back to no sound. I'll let you away with that. I wonder will they be able to track that girl's mobile data if he's had her phone. Very sad, 22 years of age. Mine on a control order for life, and it's not. What's a control order? Never heard of that. Oh, geez, Becky, no doubt. Tell control order muzzle on can't be let off the lid. Ah, right. Still not smoking, Louise. No, Mary, no smoking. I'm on the vape though. Although I did drop and break the vape, so I did have to go buy a new one. And the thoughts of going to buy the new vape, and I was like, oh, I have to drive like a half hour. So I did for a split second think, oh, fuck, will I just get a pack of cigarettes? And then I was like, no, I'm not. Thanks, sure. Louise on a different. That's not the dog you hear snoring, Carrie. That dog you can see on the screen is a little rescue that Nelly rescued. She's 11 weeks old, but she's like the size of a can of Coke. And she's a cleft palate. Oh, I won't, Mary. I got a new vape, and so I'm puffing away on that. Although I find now I'm not as mad puffing on it as I was in the beginning. Thanks, Mary. Did I miss the story time? Not yet, Victoria. Hi, Patricia. I was trying to hold off on the poor crackling puffs till story time, but taking too long. You see, I'm going to do story time now soon. Until I bored the fucking nosy bastards off. Always method to your madness. And know what they say? So many silent watchers that don't say anything. They claim not to watch your StreamYards, but they do. I'm going between winning off orders and taking that thing you put at your side of your gum. I don't know about putting it side of your gum. What flavour do you have? Just tobacco. I think if I was to vape, a flavour. Probably make me sick. So I don't, they're called Clint and Shiro. Never heard of them. Bear with me a second, I'm just going to mute. Hey Derek, hope you're keeping well. I'm silent because I'm knitting. Hubby says the only thing that shuts me up. I'd love to learn how to knit, but I just don't have the friggin' patience. I use a mental vape. It's 18 milligram, but I have 4 kids. I need use the 7 years. Victoria, you're not supposed to drop down the strength, or you just need it because of the kids. Oh, Sadie, love, I hope you feel better soon. I'm being nosy on YouTube, as we do, Agnes. No, Julie, that is Nelly, a pup Nelly has rescued. She's only like the size of a can of Coke. She's 11 weeks and she has a cleft palate. So she's not out of the woods yet, but fingers crossed. Say little prayers for her. Oh, I'm glad to hear you're well, Derek. Anyway, let's get to story time, shall we? So it's a bit off topic, but I'm going to start from the beginning. So once upon a time, I had this decoy that came to decoy for us. And I'm not going to look at comments if people think I'm going to look at them. I'm just not looking at them right now. So I had this decoy that came and we trained her up and she started decoying. And then we were going out on stings and she wanted to come with us. She was from Northern Ireland. So she'd drive all the way down, which was grand, or wherever we'd go, and she'd drive. And, I was saying to her, listen, you don't have to come to them. It's a long drive. And no, I wanted. One time her car broke down. She was only after leaving her house. She got her husband to rent a car for her so she could come and everything. And I was like, holy shit. You don't have to go. Anyway, like these people are, they're very nice at the start. And then slowly but surely, she started causing trouble in the team. I won't go into the whole ins and outs, but she was trying to turn. Obviously, people are adult enough to know, but she was trying to turn team members against one another. She was going to one person, talking about the other person. She'd go to that person, talk about the other person, and look, the way I run a team is we're all team members. I don't pull the whole I'm a founder kind of bullshit. We all get on and do our job, our business, and everybody is equal in the team. Obviously, if I have to step in, well, then I have to step in. So anyway, I had to have a couple of times I had to have words with her, because of her behavior and stuff like that. And there was just loads happened with her, put it this way. It was unbelievable. But, you know, she had come quite friendly with one other woman in the team, and she was like, oh no, don't throw her out, don't throw her out. And I was like, listen, I'm out walking all day. I don't need to be coming home to this shit. I'm trying to decoy. Need to look after my own house, blah, blah, blah. I don't need to be coming home to this. Anyway, gave her, you know, chance after chance. Then I was on a day off from work, and I was catching up with one of the girls on the phone, and she just happened to say to me, oh, by the way, are you okay with that on her profile? And I was like, what? And I never, people might think I'm being rude, but I never click my news feed. And the reason I don't click my news feed is probably 95% of the people I'm friends with are only friends with me because of what I do. So there's no point me clicking my news feed and going through a whole lot of irrelevant stuff about people I don't even know. If it was on my personal profile, I always click my news feed because I know everybody there. Anyway, so I was like, why, what's on our profile? So I have a rule in my team that you put nothing personal on your decoy account, because same exact situation, they don't know who these people are that's adding them. They're only adding them because of what they do. So don't put anything personal on it. So this crazy one was even actually talking about changing her name to Deepole by her decoy name and everything. She was off her trolley. Anyway, she said, oh my God, she said, do you know the way she came back off holidays 2 weeks ago? I was like, yeah. And she was like, she put a video up on her wall of her daughter in her bikini jumping in and out of a pool. I was like, you're fucking joking me. She was like, no. She said, I thought you would have saw. And I was like, no, sure, I never click me fucking newsfeed. I don't know anybody on it, so there's no point me clicking it. Next thing, I goes on to her profile, sees the fucking video, and I rings her immediately. And I says to her, what the fuck is your video doing on your wall, your profile? Oh, it's just I don't really use my personal anymore. I'm always on that one. I'm like, that's your daughter in a bikini. You're a decoy. You catch pedophiles. It's been known that, you know, pedophiles follow us. Like, look at the amount of people that were stung. And, you know, at the time, your man from TGA, the security, was a fucking predator in their team. So, anyway, the next thing was, oh, no, that's not me daughter in it. All right, so it's somebody else's teenager in it. Get the thing off your wall. So, anyway, she told me, she deleted, I looked again, it was gone. And I had water, and I said, listen, I'm like, every time I'm off, I have to ring it over something. Like, it's getting fucking ridiculous at this stage. And anyway, that was grand. So I was in work late one night, and I get to call in work from the admin to say that um a parent had messaged into the page over a real child, a 10-year-old, who, when they looked at her device, they saw that she had sent indecent images of herself and everything and videos to this man, and the parents were absolutely distraught. And what I do find sometimes is that obviously the parents blame themselves, and they're like, but we've talked to them, we've told them about, you know, and admin wanted to know, look, what will I do? La la la. Anyway, the Heal the Hunt came. Oh, this one, listen, she just started slating the fucking parents, and she was, you know, anyway, it was a whole big thing. And I just said, you know what? She started talking about one, because one team member had this view, blah, blah, all that whole shit again. I just said, look, I'm done. I can't. Every fucking time I come in from work, there's a problem with someone. I just can't deal with this anymore. Nobody else's problem in the team bar you. So I put her out of the team. That was fine. At the time, as I said, I worked full time, and I worked different shifts. I didn't do a 9 to 5. I could do a 7 to 3. I could do a 12 to 10, a 1 to 9. depending. Every week was different. But I did full days. And like that days I was off, I went out stinging. I'd come home and I'd decoy. I'd have to look after my dog. I'd have to look after my kids, me washing, me housework, dinners, you name it. So I didn't really get to look at Facebook too much. I knew there was a bit of trouble going on with two groups, which I won't mention because it's all water under the bridge, really. One was one name and one was a very similar name. And what I will say is Shane Brannigan was in one and John McCullough was in another. But like that, I knew there was trouble, didn't know what it was about, didn't know who was who, but I was in both groups for quite some time. I never really got involved because I didn't know what was going on. Next thing I caught Shane Brannigan on a live, and he was talking about this blog going up with money, how he couldn't keep accounts because people were reporting him and all kind of stuff. I didn't know who he was even talking about. And I made an off the cuff remark on, they're probably just jealous of you or something like that. Next thing I was tagged by John McCullough in his group. John obviously thought I was having a dig at him, saying that he wasn't jealous of him or whatever. So next thing, John tag teamed with my ex decoy and made out that I had taken the video of her 13-year-old daughter out of our chat group, that she never had it on her wall, ever. All right. And that I had put it on the dark web and I was sending it around to loads of people. But not one person was able to come forward to say who I'd sent it to. But that didn't matter, didn't it not, John? Because then I became your target. And every day from June until the middle of October, I was put on your blog. In the meantime, there was constant fake accounts made up in my name. There was all these screenshots that was appearing on John's blog from things I was apparently supposed to have said. And there was lives and lives done about me. There was YouTube videos made about me. But what the downfall was, and I had everyone attacking me, thinking I had taken a 14-year-old girl's video of her in a bikini, jumping in and out of a pool on our holidays, and put it on the dark web. Took me forever to even figure out fucking StreamYard. Never mind get on the dark web. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Anyhow, so I took quite a lot of shit every single day. Every day. I had pictures put out. I put my address out. You name it. I had it. Which in turn made me very, very sick, actually, with the stress of it all. Because I was absolutely devastated that people would think that I would take a 13-year-old child and stick her on the dark web. So eventually I was admitted to hospital and then I signed myself out. I was at home in bed, recovering from double pneumonia. And few people knew that I had come out, and obviously it got around. And next thing was, a live appeared with my ex decoy in it, crying like a baby, saying that she couldn't safeguard or protect her 13-year-old child from me. She never had the video on her wall, ever. She never, ever had it on her wall. That she actually put it into our chat room and left it in there for a couple of minutes and immediately deleted it. But she didn't delete it quick enough for me. I obviously downloaded her video. But in this live she done, it was about 15 minutes long, I'd say. She was sobbing and sobbing And I'd say probably the last, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 minutes of the video was just her sobbing uncontrollably. Now, she had blocked all of us, but obviously someone had screen recorded it and sent it to me. And in fairness to people, back then when you screen recorded all the people's comments would show up. But as I said, for the last couple of minutes, it was just, there was no words spoken, just crying and crying and crying. One of my decoys went back over the whole chat, and she said not only did she post one video in there, she actually posted 3. And the videos were still there. So if you were to take one, why wouldn't you take 3 of them, Louise? But anyhow, she had blocked all of us, so we couldn't see her. But what she forgot to do was block our security. So the security man gave me a phone call saying, what the fuck is up with your one, Alexa? I just watched our live. And he said, furthermore, he said, I'm still friends with her on Facebook, because this live was shared everywhere and everyone believed her. Everyone believed her. He said, furthermore, he said, I've gone onto her profile and I've went all the way back. And he says that video is actually still on her profile that she posted in June. And this was the 10th of October. I said to him, you're fucking kidding me. He said, no. So I got out of my bed. It was 12 o'clock at night. I got out of my bed and I drove down where his doorman went into the pub. Right? He got the paper where it shows the 10th of October. And I recorded her whole profile, scrolling all the way back down to June. Right? I recorded the video. What I done was, didn't show anybody, didn't say anything to anybody. I sent it off to be pixelated, to get the child pixelated out of it. And I thought, thank God now. Obviously, John McCullough believed her. But he'll see now that she fucking led him down the garden path and she lied to him all along. And I'll have a conversation with John about it. They'll be adults about it. So when I got the video back pixelated, with the child pixelated out, should I say? They couldn't even see a child in it. I sent it to John. And I actually told him he was the only person I was sending it to. You could watch her. She's pixelated out of it. But she's lied to him all along. She did exactly like I said, have it on her profile. Now, at the time, I was like, how the fuck did she still have that on her profile when she told me she deleted it? But what she did was she hid it. And then obviously published it again. John, what did you come back and say? You didn't come back and say, oh my God, I don't believe she's lied to me all this time, Louise. I'm sorry. No. There you are, Louise, sharing kids again. Something along those lines, wasn't it, John? Yeah. But you didn't stop there, though, John, did you? No, you didn't. What did you do, John? You had the audacity to email my job, didn't you? Telling my job that I was attacking you daily online. Saying that I made you depressed. All the while laughing on your blog every day about me. You and 3 others emailed the same day, hoping it'd have an effect and I'd get sacked. You forgot to tell people that, didn't you, John? Anyway, John fucked off for a while. Everybody moved on from, when was that, 2018? Early 19 maybe. Everybody moved on. You know, people decided let bygones be bygones. You know, I've said some things, you've said some things back. Maybe you said some things and I've said things back. I was a bit of a bitch and you were a bit of a bitch. I was a cunt and you were a bit of a cunt. And do you know what? What adults do is they make apologies and move on and be bigger people. And that's what a lot of people did. But what I did was, after I had sent him the video, I removed myself from every single group I was in, apart from decoys and hunt groups. I removed myself from every group. I said I wasn't going to have a bar of anybody. But still didn't stop the fake profiles of me, to the point where, and I've said this before, some people that actually made profiles of me and went around saying things actually came and was very honest with me and apologized to me for doing it. Anyway, we'll move on from that. So John pisses off. Email didn't work. John decided to come back. I let you on the live, John, there a couple of weeks ago, didn't I? I have no problem being a bigger person. Lay on having to say what you wanted to say, didn't I? You had your say, I don't know, whatever you're on, 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever. And you left. Fine, no problem. And then you decided to come on. Was it last week, John, you decided to come on? But that day, someone had told me that there was a YouTube video made of me. Slate me off. Here we go again, John. But not only that, you've been in people's inboxes wanting to know why people are friends with me. Because you're just like fucking Prickford and Co. Can't get your arse out 2018 and being hateful towards people. So yeah, so all of a sudden, John come on the live last week, people remember. And I said to John, just do a YouTube video about me. To be fair, I couldn't really hear that well. I think you were a little drunk, to be honest. Could have been my hearing, whatever it is, anyway. Which I say, yeah, whatever. Yeah, fuck you, did. And I asked you what it was about, and you had told me to go fucking look myself. So I booed you off the live. Just bear with me a second. Sorry, I just had to message the daughter back. Anyhow, where was I? Oh yeah, it's time to go fucking look myself. So I booted you off the live, John. You sound very pissed. I think it was actually last Sunday, maybe. So John decided he would do quite a lot of YouTube videos about me, using my own voice, my name, all that. Well, what John didn't realize is you can copyright. And I've every right to copyright, because guess what? That's my name. That's my voice you're using. And if YouTube didn't think you were breaking the law by copywriting, they wouldn't have removed them. So every time John put one up, or he put a bit of the StreamYard up with his own twist on it, yeah, we copyrighted it. So he got a channel taken down and then got a second channel taken down. So, John, do you want to come on with me? Because I've no problem you coming on. And let's have a chat. But one thing I will say, if you're pissed drunk, you can come off and we'll do it when you're not drunk. You can PM me for the link, and this is purposely why I never gave the link out to anybody tonight. Let's see why you're still stuck back in 2018. Oh, and by the way, John, I do know what you're going to say, because when you emailed my job and stuff like that, John, when I actually did find out where, I have all your information, by the way, even where you work and your ex-missus's information and where she worked. Did I go searching for it? No, I didn't. Was I just given to me in inbox? Yes, it was. And what I done was I took a picture of your ex-missus's work uniform that was sent to me. Not her face, just her tag. And I sent it to you. And I asked you, how would you like it if I emailed her? But that's the biggest fucking crime I committed, wasn't it? But yet you can put me daily on a blog with fucking lies, made up screenshots, John. And people, back then, people listened. People believed it. It was like, if people remember Beth being on, and Mags Hunter and Chris Barbie, what did they do? Message Beth. Oh, Louise has been in a chat about you and she's talking disgusting about you and your poor children and all this. Beth knows me. Beth knows. People have told Beth I've had her back, even when she's not around, because that's the type of person I am. People don't realise that me and Beth are friends. What did Beth do? Because I'll send you the screenshots. What did Beth say? No, don't bother sending me any screenshots. Just add me into the chat. I'll see myself. What happened, Beth? Boom, blocked. Why would that be? Because and listen, I can make up a profile in anybody's name. I can message anybody. People are past the days of screenshots. It's screen recordings, or add me into a chat. And then I can click that Louise name and see, does it take me back to the original profile? If it doesn't, fuck off with your screenshots. But no, you didn't do that back then because it didn't suit your agenda. So if people are wondering why John is going around crying that he's being copyrighted, have I copyrighted him? Damn fucking right I have. But not only that, John, not only am I covered to do that, data protection is a fucking massive thing in the EU. Huge. And my rights can be protected. People have asked us, hey, can I take some of that StreamYard and put on my YouTube? Yeah, go ahead. Walk away. Yeah, no problem. There's StreamYards out there. Our StreamYard, not on our channel. There are StreamYards. But guess what? Those people have asked, can I do it? Can I put that on? Yeah, no problem. Someone only asked me a couple of weeks, would Claire mind the thing? I didn't even ask Claire. I said, yeah, walk away, take it. I'll pop it up on your channel if you want, no problem. So I'm not trying to control a narrative here, John. I'm just not going to fucking sit here and let you think that you can fucking bully me all over again. Because guess what, John? I don't work for Next anymore. You'll never find out where I work. Nobody will. Only the people that is very close to me knows where I work now. And I guarantee you won't find out. So if you think for 1 minute, John, that I'm going to fucking sit here and let you make videos of me when I can copyright it and get you striked for it, that's what I'm going to fucking do. As I said, John, let me know if you want to come on and we can chat about it. I'll read some of the messages now. How sad is your life if you're hating on someone on the internet for 3+ years? Time to log off. Sal, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, Joe, exactly. Joe remembers. And listen, I don't hold any grudges to anyone who, said anything to me back then, or, like there's people I'm friends with right now that, and they've actually said, Lou, I believe that at the time, like that, but that's the way it was. If somebody says something, about someone, you didn't ask for proof. You automatically believed them because you thought, well, that person's not going to lie to me, so I'll believe them and I'll run with that. And that's what happens. That was horrific watching as a team member and a friend when you were attacked daily. Funny thing is, it was one of his close mates that was giving us the info. Exactly, Nelly, it was. It actually was one of his very close friends. And as I said, here's the thing, if I wanted to be hateful or spiteful, could I have contacted his missus's work? Of course I could have. Could I contacted his? Of course I could have. I could have actually done quite a lot, but I didn't. Oh, actually, one thing as well. I saw him, this is how it really kicked off when he came back, because I saw him in, he posted in a group actually, apologising for kicking off the night before. It's just he's very protective when it comes to kids and kids being mentioned and all this. And I commented to him and I said, all right, John, I said, is it everybody else's kids and just not mine? Because remember when you emailed me job, you know, I could have been sacked and lost my job, lost my home. My kids would have lost their home. Now, so did my kids not matter then? Or is it just everybody else's kids and mine? Of course, he didn't like that. And then he was going off to, but you see, what John didn't realise is I have a copy of the emails. Because with data protection, I'm entitled. Anything with my name on it, I'm entitled to a copy of it. But I didn't even have to put in a data request because they just gave it to me anyway. And said, do whatever you want, whatever you need to do with that. Because you see, my job knew exactly what I done. Exactly what I done. They knew about the hunting. They knew everything. Didn't hide a thing from them. But you went off in a pissy humour, didn't you, John? Because I let out on you because you told nobody that you were a sneaky little cunt doing that. Yeah, you run with your narrative, John. You cry because I put your missus's badge out there and just asked, would you like me to message her job? But that's a crime. That's a crime. I'm not allowed to do that. You're allowed to actually message my job, email my job, send them emails, John. But I'm not allowed to do that on you. Okay. Because it's different rules, isn't it? So if people want to know why John's crying about is copyrighted, that's what it is. I remember all this to do with the video of the girl in it. Exactly, Julie. And you know what? As much as we were talking about Chessie Blumbill and stuff like that, even a couple of weeks later, I think it was on Kev's, like one of Kev's lives actually. And what happened was she just piped in again all of a sudden, came back on the scene because she disappeared then, and she come back in all of a sudden, and the subject come up about me or whatever it was, and next thing was she said, oh, she took the video of my daughter, blah blah, and Chessie told her to go and fuck off. She was a lying cunt, that she said she didn't have it on the wall on our profile, and it was there all along. So people saw right through, and her downfall was that video that John let her do in his group. That was our downfall, because like the theatricals in it, and even people commented on it going, you know what, this might have been a bit believable for all the crying though at the end of it. I ain't got time to hate on someone I hate into. Sally, exactly. Do you know what I mean? You seen it as well, Maureen. Spot on, Sal. Some people are just so focused on hating someone they don't care about facts. Speaks volumes about them. It was, Ella. It was still up on our wall, the fucking idiot. And I took shit from the June until the October. And every day I was on that blog. Every day. And I had everyone believing that I'm not saying everyone, but you know, majority of people believing that I had taken a video of a 13-year-old girl and put her on the dark web, and apparently sending it around to everybody in the community. Yet not one person, not one screenshot was able to come out with me sending this video around in anybody's inbox. So I'm going to post the link if John wants to come on. He is blocked on the page, by the way. But even if you're blocked on the page, you can still come on a StreamYard. So that link is for John. He's just like, do you know what? He's like Pickford, can't move on. Doesn't have a fucking life, clearly. Exactly, Nelly. Exactly. The thing she got up to. I could expose her massively. I don't have it in me to hate. I can despise. Do you know what, Lorraine? I don't even despise people. I wouldn't hate people. I just dislike them. That's it. Just dislike. I would dislike people. And if I see a shitty person, I don't have anything to do with them. I've seen the copyright post before. It was made out you copyrighted the name StreamYard Smart. Someone had added the Nazi sign to your logo. There you go. And that's not true at all. So he did videos with me in it, with my voice in it, with my name in it, all that. And what happened was he tried to, some videos, what he done was when they were copyrighted and struck down, he decided actually, this is what he thought he was going to do. This is how stupid he is. What he done was, he was a little pissed that they were copyrighted and YouTube took them down. And you have, with the algorithm now, you have the option to click for that video to be never uploaded again. And of course, obviously, I would click it. Yes, I would. I'm being fucking honest with people. Yes, I did. With the StreamYard ones and stuff, Claire was able to do it because the StreamYard Live's official is her YouTube channel, so she was able to do it for me. So we did a video talking in it, really pissed off that he was being copyrighted, and said, oh, to be fair, I didn't even know you could copyright people. I've just figured out how to do it now, so I'm going to be going copywriting now, and not only am I doing it, other people are going to be doing it as well. So, you know, threatening us that he was going to copyright our stuff on us. But what he doesn't realize is when you're doing a copyright strike on someone, you have to prove to YouTube that that's you in it. And I get the added protection of data protection. So yeah, so that's how I was being able to done. And John was going to try to copyright all our stuff, and not one worked. Not one worked, did it, John? Because you have to prove it's yours, and you can't. You can't prove any of our stuff is yours. So to the people that have taken our StreamYards and have them out there, that's okay. It's no problem. Because you did ask. Hey, and can I take that? Yeah, of course you can. Walk away. Try them on your YouTube, no problem. But to the ones that was being a cunt, you didn't ask. So you were copyrighted. Plain and simple. Because guess what? I'm not going to be no fucking cunt for nobody. For nobody. And I certainly won't go back to 2018, John. So the link is there. If you want to come on, John, rather than hiding behind little videos on YouTube, come on. Or what's next, John? A blog? Oh my God, am I going to appear on a blog? So, John, do you think it appropriate to put a Nazi sign on something? A Nazi sign? Really? Really? Now in the background, you're okay with that. But that just goes to show what you're like. So if anybody has any questions about what I've done, please feel free to ask and I'll answer. Because I had this conversation with somebody that I considered a friend the other night, actually, for quite a few hours. And this so-called friend wasn't concerned for my well-being or what was done to me back then, even though she knew about it. No, was more pissed off that I copyrighted somebody. And was I going to be going around copyrighting everybody? No, I'm not. Will I copyright John McCullough? Yes, I will. 100% I will. And I'll do it all day, every fucking day, if I need to. All day, every day. But it just goes to show what type of friend you are. That you're more worried about someone's copywriting than your friend's welfare. Friends of opportunity, hey? Friends of opportunity. He was on Vin's live before. Oh, Karen, no doubt he's listening. I'll post the link again in case he wants to pop on and have a say, because I won't have anybody saying that I was going behind his back. I'm not giving him his right to reply. Night, Angel. I'm just catching up on some comments. What did I miss? Oh, Don, you just missed a whole story time I just told from beginning to end about me and John McCullough and what actually happened and where we are today. And I've posted a link for John to join. I've talked about why I copyrighted him and everything else. If anybody else is worried, am I going to be copywriting if you speak my name? Fucking ridiculous. No, I won't be. So if anybody has any questions about why I copyrighted, speak now or forever hold your peace. Sorry, I couldn't resist that. That's all right, Don, love. John, you're always making food. Although I feel like I could have something to eat now, even though I had a big roast dinner. I'm actually, do you know what? Next week I think I'm gonna try those fucking hell, I can't remember the name of them again. Although I did screenshot someone giving me the ingredients earlier. Oh, the Yorkshire puddings. They're not really an Irish thing, Yorkshire puddings, but me and the kids love them. I have no questions, but I want to go live. Haha. Carrie, are you drunk? Or are you drinking? Because you and lives are not good if you have had a few drinks. No offense. It's having bias. The girls are so different. Do you know what, Don? I always remember years ago, my uncle, he was only small at the time. And I remember dropping my friend home and I was just meeting her in the shop. I was like winter's night, and I was like, oh, come on, I'll drop you over. Like, shouldn't drive. And she was like, oh, yeah, have to, the half pound of sausages and things, because she had loads of bread. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing with all the bread? Like, I get a sliced pan and it'd probably do me a couple of days. Like, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing with all the bread? I was only like 2 boys. And she was like, what? The boys go through that. And I was like, what? But I said, would you be not better off like buying one now and get a fresh one tomorrow? Like, I thought she was buying it to freeze it. Like, she was like, you must be joking. She says, for a snack, I'd do my buys a half pound of sausages and they'd eat at least half a pan each with the sausages. I was like, what the fuck? And she goes, oh, listen, you have it all ahead of you. You have a boy, wait, Lee's older. And it's so true. Boys just constantly and never put a bit of weight on. Nightmare, love. I remember discussing things he put you through was an absolute shocking, to be fair. Exactly, Lorraine. Only the people that were close to me at the time, Lorraine, knew the effect that had on me, and he just laughed about it every fucking day, didn't give a shit. And I was naive to believe that when I proved to him that video was on her wall all along, things were going to be different. No. There you go again, Louise. Sharing kids around again. Even after me explaining, he was the only one I was sending to, and plus it was pixelated, but it was to prove to show that it was on our wall. No, it wasn't good enough for him. But it'd make one wonder because, he attacked Shane Brannigan, and there was Shane Brannigan, out catching paedophiles. And then all of a sudden, then I became his target. And he's such a sad cunt that he's still going 3 years later. What's wrong with you, Johnny? You're frustrated? You're not getting it at home? What is it? Have a Tommy tank. Go into your shed. Or do you not have a shed anymore? Ridiculous carry on from some people. I can't be arsed with drunk people either. Teddy, me as well. I don't really do drunk people because I don't drink. And then when Kerry, you're drunk. Only Mary, no, Kerry's drunk. I don't mind happy drunks, but then when they can't hold a conversation, I'm like, yeah, no, bye. Yeah, Dad, Spanish omelets. I don't believe her. She drinks vodka for breakfast. Who, me? I had a week of Carmen. How much I drink. That's good, Carrie. I feel your pain. Cough and pee is my entire life. Oh, it was meant about you now. It's all about me. See, you can't see the threads. You just see separate comments. Drunk people behave like melons. It drives me nuts. Sal, I'm deleting that comment because I got a ban for saying melon. So I do apologize, Sal, but I am deleting that comment because I don't want you to get a ban. Please say Tommy Tank again. Right, you can come up here if you want. If anybody wants to come up, because John obviously left his balls in the shed or he hasn't drank enough to come on. So, oh, look at me demanding people to come on. How dare me? How dare me? Is this what I got told you today? Who the hell did I think I was demanding people to come on my StreamYard? No, people can come on my StreamYard if they want to. If they don't want to, they don't want to. We're only a bunch of bullies anyway, apparently. And this should be a fun StreamYard page. Whatever. I'm a mad head when drunk. I'm just funny, but I don't drink much now. Now, Lorraine, that's the time. I like funny people. I like when people are. I like funny people when they're drunk. But you know the way there's some idiots that is just aggressive when they're drunk. I can't do aggressive people when they're drunk. It's the stages of drunk when it goes past funny to emotional and aggressive. Yeah, exactly, Don. I just can't do that either. Always late. You're always late to the party, Simon. Where's Claire? She's been quiet. Oh, she's there. Actually, no, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what's going on with Claire. So you be raging your ass out around because come next week, I think it is, Claire's getting a new phone. Because when you're on a call with Claire, Mother of Divine, she's done a few StreamYards actually, and it's like, Claire, deny us. But it's like as if she's on a mouse wheel running around, but it's steel and it's hammering and banging. So majority of the time, if we're on a group call, Claire has to mute herself because just the noise coming out of our Wish phone is unbelievable. So I think our phone contract is up next week, or she's a month next week, and then she's just going to pay to get out of it. So she's no sound. Come on. Oh, very good, Carrie. I'm the last one on the vodka, banned from so many places back in the day. Sally, I can't imagine you being banned anywhere. Maureen just sings. She has her locked in the basement. Fancy getting sent to jail by a man who had to sit on a booster seat when he was in court. What's that about? I feel like I'm missing something. I'm a friendly drunk. I just want to be everyone's friend when I'm drunk. I don't drink anymore, to be honest. I'm the same. I'm a real. I just laugh when I get drunk. I just laugh at everything. Everything's hilariously funny, like, and everybody's my best mate. The odd time, very odd time, I'll have a drink, and then it's like 2 drinks and a blackout. I just laugh all the time anyway, drink or not. That, you know, John, that's the best way to be. I'll be okay as I never get past funny. Mark Zuckerberg, Louise. Yeah, exactly. Just bear with me. I just need to mute for a second. Last time I got drunk, I laughed at my mum getting run over. In my defense, she was drunk herself and it was her own fault. The car went over her foot. Fucking hell. Nelly, would you piss off on my fast, sweaty, middle-aged alcoholic these days? There's not an ounce of fat on Nelly. She's skinny mini. Hey, Lisa, love. Oh, Lisa, you need to go back to, I think it's 55 minutes. I talk a load of shite until 55 minutes. And then I've just been honest and telling the truth of the whole story between me and John McCullough and why John McCullough is going around crying I'm copyrighting him. Am I copyrighting him? Yes, I am. Why? Because I can. For being a wanker. I only really have a drink on Xmas Day now and I get the karaoke out and all the family disappear into the kitchen. Listen, I better see you next weekend. I swear to God, Claire, as soon as you get your new phone, this debate is going to happen. Claire's shitting a brick and she's a sore loser. She doesn't like losing because if I lose this Ian Bailey thing, yous are fucked if I have to get on a StreamYard and sing with Kay. I'll bust yous our speakers. Can't remember last time I had a drink. Probably half a bottle of sherry Xmas Day. Gotta burn the dinner and drop the piece on the floor. Mum's tradition. I know, right, Sally? Oh, that is karma, Sal. Has anybody started their Christmas shopping yet? It's only like, what, 14 weeks to Christmas? Oh, Aaron is being blocked. Blocked. Bye, Aaron. Everybody say bye to Aaron. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just doing a little Vinny. Oh my God, my cat just come in. He's not well. He had a fight with another cat. Looks like a visit to the vets tomorrow. Oh shit, Angela. Claire, did you get your parcel? Annette wants to know. Send her a message. I know she's listening. She just can't talk because her phone is off Wish or something. No, it was finished this time last year. I'm not feeling it this year, so I'll start in December. Do you know what? The shops here are already advertising for people to go do their Christmas shop, especially Smith's. Smith's is our big toy store here, because they're saying and even Pennies, which is it's called Pennies in Ireland, but it's Primark over there. They were even telling people to do their Christmas shopping because with COVID and like we still have restrictions and stuff like that, and only so many people allowed in stores. So I'll be definitely going out to get me fucking Christmas shopping soon, because I just can't do queues and standing in them and whatnot. Janet, please tell me you're joking. There'll be nothing left on Christmas Eve. I have got all my Christmas cards wrapped in paper and a couple of small bits for the kids' stockings. Well, that's a start. Joanne. I find it boring now. The kids ain't little. It's all clothes and game, and I want to buy toys. I know, Sal. Mine is just, oh, I'll have money. What was last year? Oh, new monitor for the PlayStation and headphones, money, clothes. Oh, bless Erin. You having a party for her or anything? Yeah, exactly, Katie. Getting mine off Amazon again. Quite a lot of people do the online shopping, don't they? Is that your pup snoring? Yes, Sally. It sure is that's my girl. I wouldn't mind, like, he's asleep and there's not a sound out of him. And she fucking snores like a boar. But she's a big girl. Louise, my name is Jinnah. Oh, Jana, I can't say that. It's just, well, what if it's pronounced? See, this is what I don't get. If it's pronounced Jinnah, why is it spelled Jan as in Jan? I could say Jane, Jane, because Jane, Jane, TTE. No, I, Janet, you tell me this at nearly every live, and I'm still gonna call you Janet. I don't send cards. I don't. Do you know what, Sala? I don't do cards anymore. Like for the last, I'd say 5, 6 years now. Over in Blanchardstown Shopping Centre, there's this big, huge Giving Tree. It's called. So it's like a charity that sits there, and you can buy stuff and give it to them. But every year there's obviously like loads of toys, like for little boys and girls. So I do always buy like a GameStop voucher and you know, maybe a Body Shop voucher or something, you know, for a teenage boy and a teenage girl, or buy a Boots voucher or something for the girl, you know. And the only thing was last year wasn't there because of COVID. Well, I'd rather do that than buy cards and then buy stamps. Like, because the stamp here, I think, is now 120 or something per card. So for what? Just to send people, should fucking text them, yeah, hey, happy Christmas, have a great one. I'm not sending you a card I donate to charity. Best thing to do. Oh, thanks. Who's that? Sophie? Thanks, Sophie. I have a couple of small grandkids to buy ties for. The older ones just want money now. That's it, Joanne. Mine are the same. Just give them money. No, she never wants a party. She'll have skill, then probably just eat. Okay. Ah, yeah, that's nice for her. Don't want anybody passing COVID anyway, Erin. Give her extra a few bob. Oh, yeah, Sally, I don't really... Like, even though I used to work in retail and all, maybe that's why I hate the shop so much. People are just rude. My sister's friend, she snows for England. I think I said before, she's a big girl. She's always been big. Like, she gets fed the same as the rest. And she's always big. And it's funny, like he's big, but he's thin. It's just their structure, like their different structure. Have you been on many stings lately, Lou? No, not too many, Sophie. We only came out of lockdown there in June. I think we've done 2 or 3 stings. Love a bit of Amazon and eBay. I don't know what's happened with our deliveries. I know quite a lot of stuff is being sent back because of customs and stuff. It's ridiculous. I saw a poster today where people were asked about just buying stuff off Wish, and they were getting messages to say that they'd owe €2 whatever tax. And my ginger cat snorts and snores. So funny. But do you remember that really hot weather we had there a couple of weeks ago? And I had my fan on in the room. And of course, your man does be funny. He lies on his back with the balls in the air, you know. And he was lying directly in front of the fan. And next thing, he fucking farted. And it just, I hear us, oh, Jesus. I was nearly puking. Erin, that'll take you a while. Do you know what? When I had that, not even joking, I said this on the other stream, like a couple of nights I stayed downstairs because even I was so exhausted, the thought of even walking up the stairs to go to bed, no, I just fucking slept on the sofa. I don't do shops, there's humans in them. Hi, Shaz. Hello,
Hey,
Lorraine.
can you hear me?
I can. How are you?
I've just had to bloody fix this. I blocked myself the other week, didn't I?
What did you get?
I blocked myself on the YouTube channel, the StreamYard one. So I've
You
had to
blocked
go.
it?
Yeah, I don't know what I've done. I don't know what I've done. I tried to turn the camera off, but did some setting thing and then couldn't remember what I'd done. So it's blocked me for like 2 weeks. Poor Claire was on YouTube last week trying to tell me how to do it, and I just could not do it for the life of me.
Yeah,
So I've
what
just
it
gone.
is it asks you to log in to the app.
Yeah, mine was microphone permissions and my camera, because I don't have them on a lot for certain websites. So that's what I turned off.
Yeah.
Stupidly. So, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. No
And I
bother.
can't
Just
see any comments.
tired of someone putting their fucking small narrative out there, you know.
Well, small
Instructing
minds,
people how
never
to be
mind.
magazine. Oh, I'll show you my picture actually. That's me with the little puck the other night.
Oh, shut up, Lou.
Yeah,
Oh,
she just literally she just slept like that for about an hour. Then she moved down a little bit and just
hi,
looked at me,
Sophie.
gave me a couple of kisses and went back asleep. She's adorable.
She is beautiful. I was on video call to Nell before you just fired up the live stream. And she was showing me
Yeah.
her. Because I still keep in contact with poor Nell. She doesn't get rid of me that easy.
Nelly, isn't she the best?
She's a good one, isn't she? Hi, guys.
Oh my God, Sally. Didn't know COVID could do that. Ah, Lorraine, I'm the same. Look at the banner. Don't listen to the Irish food. You're a bitch, Claire. Thanks, Irish Reviews. She's a little Frenchie. She's a cleft palate.
She's too cute, isn't she?
She's not out of the woods yet. Claire, put the other one up for me, will you? See, I'm so stupid. I can't even go on. Where's the other picture? Claire, put the picture up. Come on, Claire. Chop, chop. Yeah, thanks, Sal. Get to bed, Claire, after you put the picture up.
Claire, it's bedtime. Clear that banner.
How are you keeping, Lorraine, anyway?
Not bad, Lou. Not bad, you know. It is what it is.
Oh, good.
Taking my Frenchie to doctor's Friday. He's got an appointment. He's
Yeah,
old.
right?
Yeah, he's just old, aren't you, boy? And them awful anal glands need doing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's terrible. He drives me nuts with them.
Did you drag his arse around?
Oh, mate, I swear to God, right, I wormed him. Oh, look at that picture. Oh. I wormed him last week because I worm mine monthly. No, because they go out a lot and flea them. And since I've done it, last week or so. But I took him not last week, the week before, and they said that they didn't need doing. So I'm definitely going to be taking him again back this week. Emily, stop. Emily, stop being naughty.
Yeah, Johnny, you can't be a bit pre-Mark. I think everybody was dying for, well, especially here anyway, everybody was dying for the lockdown to be over so they could get into pennies and get, well, we call it pennies. Well, it is pennies here, but pre-Mark. So we could get in and get our bargains.
Hey, I got a right bargain from there. You know all the sports gear everybody's wearing now over here in the UK? I got some shorts and the top to match, and it was only £7 for the set. Bear in mind, I bought a set, I think it was the week before, and it was like £15. And it's not even, the material on it's absolutely crap. I've washed it once and all the writing on it and stuff has all come off it, melted, so I wasn't impressed with that one. When I bought the one from Primark, apparently it's made from plastics, but it's cotton sportswear. Strange. But it's alright. It's a nice little suit. Do me. Now the winter's coming back in, I can go do my running. Don't listen to the Irish bit. Is that Claire doing that?
Yeah. Hey, Graham.
I don't know why, but my when I'm reading, it's on the top. I can't even see comments. Just see that flashing across the top of my screen.
Oh.
It's a bit strange. I don't know how I've done it.
I'm from Mayo. I'm from Dublin.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't
Erin,
think.
I think I'd say Primark's best seller is their pajamas.
Yeah, I love Primark pajamas. Best pajamas ever.
Oh yeah.
I think I've got about 100 pair. My boyfriend says to me, "Why do you have so many pairs of pajamas?" I was like, "Well, I can get up in the morning, get a shower, put a pair of pajamas on if I'm not going out anywhere, and then have a shower of a night time, put another set of pajamas on.
Oh yeah.
So you need at least 2 or 3 sets a day." That's my
But
argument
you're
anyway.
like we were in lockdown for so long that, once a week you'd go out and do your shopping.
Yeah.
The rest of the week you just stay in your pajamas. That was
Oh,
it.
I think they're going on about
You have a
locking us
shower,
down
put a
again.
fresh pair on, your day attire.
I think they're going on about locking us down again, doing a winter lockdown again.
Same here, they were talking about it.
You can get lost. My poor
True.
doggies need to go out, don't you? My girl
Yeah.
doesn't know she's coming or going, do you, baby? Hey? All these bloody lockdowns. You can go out, you can't go out. She likes her walks, don't you? Oh, thanks for heavy breathing down the live.
Gosh,
Thanks.
mine's snoring here in the background.
Do you know what? I was laughing before because I was listening to you tell your story, and all you could hear in the background was dog snoring.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? It's like I sleep with that all night and doesn't I don't even hear it. I'm just so used to it now, It's just doesn't eat like I'd never. The only time is when she starts snorting. I go, what the fuck is she doing?
He
Like,
does that, snorts like a pig.
yeah, yeah. That's why Wes calls him Piggy.
He snores terrible, my Frenchie. I have to kick him off my bed in the end because he just gets on my nerves. Because I can't sleep once. If I'm asleep before him, it's not too bad. But if I'm still awake and he starts snoring, I just can't cope because he's dead loud. What are you
Night,
doing?
Carol.
Night, Sal. Well, I don't think he's going to come and say hello, is he?
Yeah, I think you're right, Lorraine. I don't think he is gonna come and say hello. Claire, what are you doing? You're messing with the sentence, you wagon. Big man on his YouTube, but then won't come and he's online because he was on Vinny's live talking, chatting away on Vinny's live. So
He's probably doing his own YouTube channel as we speak.
oh, listen, do you know what? He probably is, but it's okay. I'll just copyright it again. And I won't fucking apologize for it. He made when you remember, he made my life fucking hell.
He did make you poorly.
Made everybody believe that I was putting the 14-year-old on fucking the dark web. Go fuck yourself.
Do you know what? If you've got the abilities to put somebody on the dark web, I'll send you some nudes later.
Do you know what, Lorraine? I couldn't even walk a StreamYard in the beginning. Kev Ashley will tell you. I actually sent Kev Ashley screenshots. Remember Kev used to do StreamYard?
Yeah.
I was trying to set one up for Kay, and literally I had put. So I started once, I logged into StreamYard, done all the bits and pieces, and then I was sitting back. So I was on the yellow profile, sitting waiting for the host to add me, but I was the host. But yeah, I was sitting waiting. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck am I after doing? And I messaged Kevin. I was like, one profile is sitting backstage waiting for my other profile to add me as a host. Kev just broke a shit laugh. He was like, it was only you. I was like, oh, here. It took me so many tries to even do it. And then this couldn't want everybody to think that I'm on the fucking, what you call it.
Well, to be fair, it took me a while to work out how to watch your proof. It took me a while to work out how you watch them.
Go picking.
Hang on a second. It took me ages to work out how to friggin' watch them, let alone look at me when I first joined that night. And I was like, oh, I've done it. It only took me a week and a half.
I know. Do you know what it is? You know when you're on Facebook and you're just so used to hitting the back button So when
Yeah.
you're on the StreamYard and you hit the back button, it just knocks you totally off the StreamYard. I still even do it myself sometimes. I'll
I'm
tip
just.
off a by mistake and then, or I'll tell you. So if you're going to, if I see someone's comment, like Sal's there earlier when she called someone a melon, and I
No.
got banned for that, for calling someone a melon, so I was like, oh, I'll delete that. And then you click the three dots to, I'll say delete comment or block user, or you can put, if they're on YouTube, you can put them on a timeout. Like, I don't know how long that is, but it says you can put them on a timeout. But what
I
happened
know that's
this
why
time?
I comment. That's why I've just deleted one on the YouTube myself, because I wrote something and then deleted it quick because I thought, oh, I can't be doing. I've not even got off my ban yet. It's a
The
nightmare.
thing with YouTube is, like, the comment on stuff is okay with YouTube. Like, you can actually even course on YouTube. Like, with Facebook, you can. That's why a lot of people, when they're on a ban, they'll go over to YouTube and comment, and I always try and pin the comment, because you can't see, unless you have another device, you can't see what everybody's saying on Facebook, and the Facebook ones can't see what's on YouTube. That's why I try pin them all, YouTube ones. But yeah, it's just a pain in the ass. But what
It is a
happens is
pain.
when you click the three dots, if the chat is moving quickly, you'll click the three dots and then it moves, and then before you know it, you've blocked someone that you're not supposed to block. Forever unblocking people. It just goes really quick, like, sometimes, and it just all happens, like,
Oh dear. Oh, I'm trying to avoid going to sleep because I'm having an anaesthetic tomorrow, so I can't eat after 12 o'clock.
Oh, sure. Go and stuff your face.
Oh, I think I've stuffed it enough. I've literally, because I won't be able to eat for 6 hours. Sorry, up to 8 hours after I've had me. I've got no plate on the bottom, and my teeth.
Yeah.
I've got a little plate with 2 little teeth on. Well, I've got to go have the one either side off because the plate's broken. My tooth.
Where is it? In your mouth?
Yeah. So
Oh,
I'm gonna end up with four little plate with like 4 little teeth on a plate, and it's no bigger than my thumb because I've only got, like, considering I've got a loud gob, my mouth's actually quite small. So I've got to go and have that out tomorrow. Oh, I'm dreading it because I hate needles, hate anaesthetic. I'm no good with it.
Are they gonna keep you in?
No, it'll just be a 20-minute job in and out. They'll just numb my mouth, take the teeth out, take the impressions, done. So it's not going to be too bad. I just don't like needles and stuff, so.
I hate needles as well.
I'm petrified.
Mm.
And obviously I can't have no one to go in with me because of this COVID stuff. But I've had to wait 6 months for him to do it.
You get in pretty quickly over there. We do have to wait fucking donkeys even on an appointment here.
Well, I had an appointment last month. I had an appointment last month, but they cancelled it because my cousin had COVID symptoms, and then I woke up. I took the kids home on the Sunday, and I woke up. I fell asleep when I come back on the Sunday evening. Woke up and all my throat was sore. I was coughing and spluttering. It was just cold. But I did the test, like, the PCR one, and I did a proper test. They both come back negative. So, but at that point, I'd had to tell them, so they cancelled it. So now my dentist sends you out a form. So now I filled that in. They've literally just been like, well, yeah, you're coming in Monday. I was like, oh, great. Oh, Erin, it's so horrible here where I am. It doesn't know what it wants to do. It's been raining for like 2 hours, then it stopped, and now it's dead muggy and horrible. My poor dogs don't know what to do with themselves. Well, we're supposed to be getting an Indian summer, aren't we?
Are we? I didn't hear that now. Wouldn't surprise me, though.
The UK is supposed to be getting an Indian summer, end of September, beginning of October. I hope it's nice for my birthday. It stays till the 19th.
Oh, this month? Or
next month? October. Next month, October. 21
Although
I
it's
am, Lou.
always normally when the kids go back to school in the September, it's always like real warm, especially here anyway. Like it gets nice, like hell. Couldn't have given them that for the summer. Like as soon as they go back to school, like they're sweating like in school.
Oh, see, we get it. So before they break up from school, we get it. So it's nice for a couple of weeks. Then it pulls down for a couple of weeks. Then it sunshines just before they go back. Then it rains for about 4 weeks after they've gone back. And then we get like a bit of warmth beginning of October, end of middle of October into bonfire nights type thing. And
Right.
then it's just cold then from there. It's all downhill from bonfire night.
Yeah.
So,
Hey Luke,
hi Luke.
how'd your sting go, Luke?
It was good,
You
that sting. I
home yet?
watched it.
All around. Did you watch that other sting?
Which one? The one about 10-year-old.
Yeah.
That's just, I can't, do you know what? Credit to the team where credit is due, mate. I'd have had to punch him, I'm sorry, but I would have done.
I probably would have told the lie about myself if I'm being honest.
I'd have just let everybody at him, me. Sorry, but I would. I wouldn't, but, you know, I'd love to.
Yeah, my anxiety and I was playing up watching it. I didn't know whether to fucking cry or punch the wall.
Well, I was on the phone. I was on the phone to Nell before, and I got an inbox. Do you remember me telling you about me in that group
Yeah.
chat? He's in court. He's in court tomorrow on a 5-day trial.
Brilliant. Well done.
Let's just hope they do that little girl justice more than they did me and everybody else.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. She needs justice more than we do.
Yeah.
But last week we got one of our guys that we caught back in 2018, December 18 it was. 19.
Hey, Luke.
Hi Luke.
Hello.
Are you
How'd your
home?
sting go?
No.
Hello?
Oh,
Luke?
Yes.
Luke, you've no
Right.
sound.
I think it might be a signal.
Yeah,
Will
your signal's bad, Luke.
take
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, I think a signal is shy.
I watched one last week. I can't remember what team did it as either, and there was another one there that got a real child. I think it was an American one. That was pretty.
Luke was saying there earlier, the lad that they caught yesterday, I think it was yesterday in Northern Ireland, killed himself.
Oh well, that's one less nonsense world, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. A good day at the office is what I say.
It certainly is. Certainly is. Couldn't
It's
beat
sad
them.
for his child. He did have a child. But,
It's sad for his family. It's sad for the families. It really is. I mean, that one I was watching before. I don't know if it was Luke's sting actually. They were trying to get him in the house. No, I don't think it was DTI. Is it?
oh, yeah, that's
the
right.
wife was trying to get him to go back in the house where there was kids. All right, love. Yeah, of course I will. I'll just let him pop off now.
Of course, yeah, no problem.
Hi, Violet.
Violet, it was the one that Parents Against Predators Northern Ireland did. He was at a bus stop or something, I think.
Oh, I missed that as well. I bet they've taken the lad down as well now, haven't they?
Oh, I'm not sure if it was taken down. Luke just said it there earlier when no, not him, Violet, the other one. The one that drove up from Dublin, Nicola, and that did it. The other one was, I think it was your man that was at the bus stop, if I'm getting the right one correct. If Luke comes back on, he'll be able to tell us.
I've told Nell I've got my passport now, Lou, so I'm going to sneak over and rob her puppy.
Lorraine, she's absolutely adorable.
She makes me
back over her. I can't stop looking at her
I know. I think she's so cute.
She's the sweetest little nature. Like the other one, she had Elsie. She was tiny, and I took her home with me. And oh my God, she was a fucking terror. And I mean, like she was only 5 weeks old, right? And Joseph would come in from work and he took his runners off, and next thing he's sitting there, and all you hear is, ah! She literally latched onto his toe, but then his teeth was like needles, right? And he was like, fucking hell. But you know what she used to do? Like, I'd be walking around and like it was during color, and then she'd grab the end of my pajama bottom, right? And like I'd be trying to walk, and for love nor money, would she let them go? But a girl fostered her, like adopted her, should I say? And like I was saying to Nelly, oh God. So anyway, your one has a Rottweiler, and
Oh.
I was like, fucking Elsie's like a little Rottweiler, and it's very unusual for them to be so small and to be aggressive like that.
Yeah, well, my little grey one was like that. Did I send you the picture of the little grey one of mine? I think I did. She's still a little bitch. She's proper naughty. My cousin's got her, and she's so naughty. But she's still tiny as well, and she's nearly a year old. She's a year old.
You know what? Some of them are just stubborn, like, do you know what I mean?
I was saying the other day, man, are actually a year old at the end of this month. I just can't believe that year's gone so quick. It's mad.
Jesus Christ, that has flew in, hasn't it?
When poor Nell was getting 100 phone calls a day.
The other little one, Elsie, she's probably about 6 or 7 months old now, I'd say. And the girl messaged her the other day, and I was giving Ellie an update, and she was telling Ellie that she broke her, like she's not like still her little dog baby teeth.
Yeah.
She broke them because she attacked the Rottweiler. Like she's tiny and she fucking attacked the Rottweiler.
My brodson's like that, you know those XL bullies.
Yeah, but I go with the goth. Was he mauled himself? I'm not sure, Violet. I think this is Luke coming back on. He can tell us.
I'm off to check the rumour mill. Oh, Violet.
Luke?
Yeah?
Oh, there he is.
Fill us in on the very happy news.
I'm buzzing that Paris has been cheated on.
Oh. Oops.
And RJ's
I think I'll go because I like both RJ and Paris, so...
I'm better news. Listen, my pred's committed suicide today, so that's even greater news.
That was good news.
Well, that's just one less in the world, isn't it?
To be fair, I was hoping to go over to Ireland because I was going to go and stay with Louise for a week.
Luke, come and get me, I'll come.
Good for me. Which pred was it?
He was Belfast, wasn't he? No, whereabouts was it? Belfast, wasn't it?
Yeah, Belfast.
Yeah, Belfast, Ronnie Hay.
Is he the one that was at the bus stop, Luke?
Yeah.
Was it Parents Against Predators Northern Ireland stung him?
Yeah, they done it for him in the end because I couldn't get in touch with you for 3 days because you've been dancing with the dog.
I was dancing with my dog. With my dog's fucking hip, I wouldn't mind. And then afterwards, I was like, oh, fuck, shouldn't have fucking done that. Oh, that's tough that I couldn't help the dog,
Violet, yeah, it was Ronnie.
Is the live still up, Luke? Because I think I missed that one.
Yeah, it's still up. I've just shared it again.
Oh, good. I'll go and have a quick nosy in a bit before I go off to bed. That's what I do because there's so many bloody stings on the weekend. I just watch them while I'm in bed. Just easier.
Yeah.
Down.
What's been said, guys?
A body has been found in a search for the missing Florida woman. Is that woman you were just going on about, Lou, do you think?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Where was the body found? Does anybody know? Because
it's just come up on a...
Went missing. You reckon he was in a florist or something? A florist? A fucking forest.
I don't know. I can't see the rest of it because I'm on this live. It kicks me off. But it's just come up on the news thing for me. I have like an American newspaper on my phone.
Yeah.
called
You see, I
Update.
follow the true crime channels on YouTube and that,
Oh,
and
I love that.
they've got some of them have been
Turn your Wi-Fi off.
doing the follow up of it, but they were saying that her family was saying that because he went missing, and her family was saying that they were hiding him, and they said they didn't know where he was. But they were doing, one of the girls was doing a live yesterday and showing one of the channels, and they were doing like a 25-acre forest. They were searching it.
Weren't they the ones that were newly married, Lou?
No, they were engaged to be married. They weren't married
Yeah.
though. But
Or
I reckon it's his body they found. I don't think they're gonna find her. I'd say he fucking buried her somewhere
yeah.
and killed himself, knowing that he's killed her.
It's time's up, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Louise,
the
that
thing is-
documentary you want me to watch on Netflix?
yeah.
No, what's it called?
Oh, shit, what's the one on Netflix? Have you got Sky One or Sky Crime? What's the Sky One?
I've got neither of them. That's what I want to know as well. What was that program called?
Right. So Now TV.
Yeah.
You can download a 7-day free trial without buying it.
I've already
And
got
you
it, so it's all right.
And
That's
you can
it.
get it on that for free for 7 days and watch it. So there's one on Netflix. It's called fucking hell.
A Murder in Cork.
A Murderer in Cork.
Yeah, A Murder in Cork. It's called, Luke. Someone's just pinned it there. I don't know who it was. Or the Sky one is Murder at the Cottage.
Murder in Cork is on Netflix. But Luke, the one on Netflix is a bit shite because it's the girl that was murdered. I think it's her brother or her uncle is part producer, whereas the one on Sky gives so much more details. Like actually even has pictures of the crime scene and all of it, which is quite horrific on it. But the one on Sky gives you more detail into the actual crime itself. So I suggest you watch the one on Sky. Watch the both of them and you'll see there's actually so many differences between the two of them, and I'm not going to say what they are because I'm not giving Claire any ammo for our debate. I know, Erin, you know what? Because I felt it, I've got a fucking fibro flare up now. So
Erin, it wasn't as funny as a Tommy Tank before.
Yeah, Violet, that's the ones that was torn around in the fan. It tore according to CNN. Ooh.
Did the nonce today learn English? No, he didn't. He did. He understood Nina, please.
Is that the one that you got for he said he couldn't speak English, then spoke a bit of broken English?
Violet wants to know, is anyone else dead? That's 3 and she's only been on 5 minutes.
Anyone else dead? That's 3 and I've only been on 5 minutes.
I saw someone there saying earlier on they killed a few spiders. Does that count, Violet?
Oh, don't, Louise, talk to me about spiders.
Oh, I hate the little bastard.
I'm sat on the fucking couch last night, pardon my language, and I've got my feet on the floor, and something tickled my foot as I looked down. There was a massive spider on my foot, man.
Oh, no.
I was not impressed. I sent my dog.
The house and all be gone.
This Frenchie's a right shitbag I've got. He doesn't like them, but my girl, my Staffy Cross, she loves them. She goes chasing them around my living room. She plays with them.
Did I tell you what my daughter's Frenchie done? So
no,
she came out here. She was staying here, and I went in and collected her. And her friend, she's much older, like she's, I don't know, 6 or 7 or something, you know. And she just, all she wants to do is laze about, you know. Now, she's great when she's here and she thinks she's young, and then she tries to play with the younger one. But she'll only last about 5 minutes and then she's tired, you know, because she's older. Yeah. And then you just hear the footsteps going up the stairs to jump on one of the beds to go sleep on, you know. But so they were here anyway, and I was upstairs. I don't know what I was doing, and next of all I heard, "Mom, Mom," and she's running up the stairs with the dog in her arm, and she was like, I think she's just been stung by a wasp. What does she do, Lorraine? So she follows flies. She's the same. If she sees a fly, you'll just see the head moving up and down, back and forward, side to side, and she's following it. And then you see her go trying to grab the fly. But anyway, she was sitting on the back of the sofa where the window is, and the daughter said, I looked, and here she was moving the head. She said, I just thought she was following a fly. And she's next thing, she jumped down onto the floor and she rubbed her paw off her face. And then she kept knocking her paw off her face. And she got up to see what she was doing. She thought she was itchy, you know. And she shook her head then, and with that, the wasp fell out. But it actually stung her fucking lip.
Oh.
Well, you want to see the fucking size of her lip. Jay, she was after getting in lip injections, those fillers on her lip. Had to give her an antihistamine. Like, now she was grand, but we had to wash her for a good few hours because like the throat would close. I hear was you fucking won't do that again, will you? Oh, her lips were huge.
It's like my bitch. She sees a mouse or a rat or anything, she's off. Anyway, we were walking home from taking them for a walk yesterday afternoon, I think it was. Next minute, she just launched, outside my garden, and I didn't even notice. Next minute, I just seen this bloody mouse jump up in the air because she'd obviously caught it and then threw it. She doesn't keep hold of them. She's daft.
No, I'd die.
She just threw it up in the air, and this mouse is trying to get away. But it ended up in next door's garden. She ended up ruining all the bloody plant pots. I had to go pick all the plant pots off her because she'd bloody knocked all the plant pots over trying to get at it. She's a pain. She's a good dog.
Lorraine, I'm not even joking. You want to fucking see the size of her lips?
Oh, but it's massive.
So funny, and she's small in stature, like so. It was only the next day, really, when the lips came down, that we were like, Jesus, her lips was actually quite swollen.
Looked like she'd had some of that Botox.
Yeah. Like, and I wouldn't mind that she's forever trying to catch flies. Like, well, she caught the fucking wasp.
It won't teach you though. It won't teach you. Mine got bit by a mouse, and it's not taught her every lesson. She still goes running for the bloody things, don't you? Yeah. I'm literally lying on my sofa, Lou, right, and I'm actually on the edge of the sofa because she sat behind me with him because I can't sit on the sofa on my own.
They're fucking hilarious, aren't they? Do you know what, Pam? Someone sent me a video. It was last year. Someone sent me a video of a woman's head, right, in like a hair salon, and literally the head was crawling with nits.
What? Come on.
Oh my God. I mean, there was hundreds of them crawling, right? And I started sending it to everyone then. They were like, fuck off, Louise. I'm fucking itching like mad here now.
I'm glad you didn't send that to me.
I've never seen the likes of it in my life. I literally mean they were falling off her head. There was that many of them. Like, what are you even thinking? But do you know what I done? I thought it was real funny. So someone showed me how you can share a video into a group and people can, watch it. So even if there's a live going on, you can share it into a group and people can watch it. And so someone showed me how to do that. So I decided when we were on a group call to share a video of these big like cysts being burst and all. Claire was nearly vomiting. And Kay was like, I love seeing those spots getting done, whatever. Well, nearly every fucking second video now on my Facebook is all these blackheads being popped, fucking cysts, and you fucking name it. It's like,
no fun.
I'll go now and I'll be getting all Nick cream.
Can someone change your name on these live streams?
Did she have to change my name?
No, can someone else do it? Can whoever owns the live? Oh, Claire's been changing my name then.
Oh, I can see I'd prefer to be Claire. I'd prefer Claire, to be honest, and I can't see what else she says.
And Bailey Defo did it. I was just thinking then I definitely didn't write that as my name.
She's a bitch, hang on. I can't see the names, whatever layout she has.
Will you
You
stop
can't.
it? Go away.
What's my
Go,
name? Because fuck knows what she has.
go
Yeah,
away.
hang on, banners, is it?
Get down.
Oh, yeah. Ian
You
Bailey is guilty and Claire is the best. I prefer Claire, to be honest, and Bailey defo did it. You're a bitch, Claire. I can't even change. Why did I not let me change my own name?
You can if you click on your picture in the corner. I don't know how your layout is, but I've got a picture of me in the corner, as well as like me and you on the live on the StreamYard. We was hacked.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's we heard that. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the doors. All right, I think I'm gonna post the link one last time for John to come on, and I'll give you 10 minutes, John, and then I'm going to my bed.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go and get my shower in a minute, so I'll wait 10 minutes with you, and then I'll let you
You
go.
have to be up early, Lorraine.
Yeah, 7 o'clock. I've got to be at the dentist for 9.
So,
I can't even have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, Lou. It's gonna kill me.
yeah, I love
I'm
my
not
cup
nice.
of coffee when I wake up. I don't feel human until I have a cup of coffee in the morning.
Yeah, that's me. I can't do mornings. I don't do people if I've not had a cup of coffee. So go down that dentist tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't. I am a morning person. Like, if I
Oh,
even
I'm not.
if I go to sleep at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I will still be up at 7.
Oh no, not me. Not me.
Yeah, I'll still be up. And one of these
I
people
used to
that can
be.
just run in a couple of hours.
I used to be, but then these new meds the doctors put me on. I take them at 10 o'clock, and they're supposed to help me go to sleep. I was supposed to go to sleep within an hour of taking them, but no, that doesn't happen. I go to sleep about 4, if you're
No
lucky.
God.
Even if I
It would
take them at 6
take them a
o'clock.
little earlier than 10, then I might get to sleep at 12 then.
No, I've took them at 6 o'clock and still been awake at 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. They just don't work. They change, like, don't get me wrong, they work as in they chill me out and calm me down
Yeah.
for the bipolar side of it.
Yeah, but you have a lot happening now in the next few days as well, alright? So your mind is probably going to be racing, do you know what I mean?
Pam says, no more spider talk, please. I listen to you guys while I settle down to sleep. Even if I fall asleep and you lot are talking about them, you will give me nightmares.
You know what, Pam? Loads of people are going to be saying tomorrow, fuck you now, talking about spiders. I had a nightmare.
It's that time of year, though, isn't it? It's mating season. That's the only reason they come inside. Just one of them. Well, I guess your guest isn't coming to visit you, Lou. I think you've invited him about 100 times now.
Sorry, I was just reading a screenshot. How that was sent there. Diffused citronella and peppermint. Do you know what I have? And it's the weirdest fucking thing. My old car I had this spider in me wing mirror, right? And I'd come out and there'd be a fucking spider web going from the car door to the mirror, like, or be over the mirror. And literally, the fucking thing lived there for, I don't know, about 3 or 4 years. And you know, when you even power wash your car and all, no, little bastard still never got rid of him. And then with the new car, I've noticed now the last 6 months, I have a fucking spider in that wing mirror. I'm like, what the fuck? Does anybody else have spiders in the wing mirrors of their car? Or is it just me?
They just hide behind the mirror bit, don't they? Because the water doesn't actually go in the back of your wing mirror, does it? And they're small enough, thin enough to get through the back.
Oh, Lindsay, do you know what I hate? You know, when you walk out, like if I go out the back at night or the car or something, and there's a fucking slug there and you stand on it. If it has a shell, you know, the ones with the shells, and you crush, you just hear crunch.
Snails.
Yeah, or then the other ones with the no shell on it, and you just nearly fucking slide on it.
Oh, I've done that before now. Stood on a slug with no shoes on. I don't go out no more with no shoes on. my Emily one, she ended up at the vet a couple of months back. Because you had that cowette one, didn't you? Gave you a bad belly, didn't it? She eats anything in sight, this dog, to be fair.
Bloody hell, I've fallen asleep before I'm open 5 hours later and you're all still here. Oh, I know, Pam. There's times I go, yeah, I'm only gonna do. Someone go, I'll do a live, Lou, do a live. I'd be like, all right. Well, I'm a bit tired, so I'm only gonna do one for an hour. 4 o'clock in the morning, Louise is going, right, listen, I really need to finish this.
I think there was one, wasn't there, one where
Yes.
you were up for 6 or 8 hours at once.
Oh, yeah. Well, they let you go for 8 hours, like on a book. Claire pays for the monthly prescription on this, or whatever you call it, so subscription, not prescription. Fucking hell, I can't even. I was calling the forest the florist earlier. So like it's unlimited. Where just the free one, you only get 20 hours a week, or
Oh, right.
sorry, not a week, a month. 20 hours a month. So this one is unlimited. So just still whole login details, happy days. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Right, John, you have 5 minutes. 5 minutes, John. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
No, you started to sound like other certain people. Becky says I had a spider there once. I flicked it out the window and it landed in the web. Spider ran to get in there. Run back very quickly. I didn't know it was there until then. Oh, do you know what? That's the worst. I was walking past the house the other day over here, and some of the gardens have got like near little conifer trees. And I literally, we were at Chris's house actually. We were walking back down the road, and I was like, oh my god, there's a massive spider web from like the conifer tree to the window, and the spider was just sat in the middle of the web, and it was massive. Oh, it was horrible. Big fat juicy spider. See, I have everyone telling me, how can you like Daddy Longlegs? Because I don't mind Daddy Longlegs and not.
Oh no.
They don't really interest me unless it's the size of as long as it's not the size of a frigging bat, I'm alright. But I found one in the bedroom one night and it was massive, flying at us. And we hit it with a book. I backed it with a shoe and it was still flying around the bedroom. In the end, Chris caught it and threw it out. And I said to him 2 days later, that fucking thing will be back in a couple of days. And I'd moved my toaster. I was cleaning my side. And there was like another big massive one and another little tiny one to go with it in the corner of behind the toaster. I was like, oh my god, it's come back to kill me.
Oh no,
Lorraine, Daddy Longlegs is so easy.
I hate even mice. Even a mice, it's like, no.
No, don't do mice, don't do rats, don't do anything that's tiny and furry. Don't do spiders, don't do snakes. Puppies and kittens. Do them all day long. Well, not literally, but you know what I mean. Better rephrase that before it gets turned into something else.
Danny's far away from you tomorrow, Lorraine. You have far to travel.
No, it's only literally like 5 minutes walk from my house, to be fair.
Oh, well, that's not too bad.
I'm quite lucky because where I live up here, like I've got like a shopping centre that's like 10-minute walking distance and about 5 shops along the street that I live on. So if I like loads of takeaways, so it's not too bad where I live.
Night and that, love.
Do you know what I mean? So even when I want a kebab after a night out, I've just got to walk across the road and I'm there. Night and night.
All the time, Pam, all the time. I was only coming on tonight for an hour and look at me, 3 hours later nearly. Right, well, anyway, listen, I'm going to get myself some sleep.
Yes, you do that because I'm going to go and go Do the same.
Listen, good luck tomorrow, love. Let us know how you get on, won't
I
you?
will do. You take care
And good
and
luck with the other thing as well.
just smile and wave as you do.
Absolutely. Good night, everybody.
Night, guys. Bye.
Night, love.
How do I get off this now, Lou?